DJI has had one simple goal this last couple of years, to make high quality photography drones as portable as possible. With the Phantom 4, we had something that was reasonably portable, but then we saw the Mavic Pro, which made the 4 look ridiculously big. And now we have the Mavic Air, which is going to do the same thing to its older brother. Just with this little bag right here, I've got everything I need for a good flying session. I've got the drone itself, the controller, 2 spare batteries, a charger, and even a battery charging hub. Of course, if you want to go extra light, you can just take the drone in its own pouch and the controller as well, both of which will actually fit in your pocket, making this a super portable solution. Arguably, it's even more practical than the Spark, which, while a shade smaller by the ruler, doesn't fold down and is less portable because of it. What's more, the Mavic Air looks slick. The angular, aggressive design of the Mavic Pro has been smoothed over a little, giving a diminutive drone a sort of supercar feel to it. But the smaller size and the minor facelift aren't what's interesting here. The real news is how the Mavic Air actually matches or even bests the Mavic Pro on much of the core features. Thanks to new sensors, the Air can detect obstacles behind it. The Pro can't, and no amount of software updates will change that. There's also 8GB of onboard storage, so if you forgot your memory card, your journey isn't wasted. The Air's photography credentials also give the Pro a run for its money. They both have the same size sensor, good for 4K at 30 frames per second or 12 megapixel stills, but the Air doesn't have the Pro's cinematic 4K feature, but it does have HDR and shoots video at a much higher bitrate, 100 megabits per second compared to the Pro's 60. The Air also has better slow-mo in HD, shooting at 120 frames per second rather than the 96 offered by the Pro. Then of course there are the new auto shot modes, Asteroid, Boomerang and Sphere Pano. These might not be what you buy a drone for, but they are certainly impressive and fun to try. But it's possible the Pro could get something similar in an update. But the important thing to know is, what's it actually like to fly this thing? Well, perhaps predictably, the Mavic Air flies like a total champ. You can pretty much take your hands off the controller and it will hang in the air like magic, but yet it's nimble and responsive when you need it to be. This is perhaps where the Pro does win out a little. Not only does the Air's big brother offer a longer flight time, which is about an additional 6 to 9 minutes, but it has a longer range, about 2 more miles, and the more robust OcuSync video transmission system. Air uses what DJI calls enhanced Wi-Fi. I'm also personally not a fan of using my phone with the controller. It works well enough, and the benefit is obvious, but it always feels a bit clunky to get it in the right position, and less elegant than a built-in display. Plus, the app has a lot going on. It's not unintuitive, but when you have a flying lawnmower in the air and a lot of neon lights and tiny menus to navigate, it can feel a little dicey. The bottom line is, DJI has released yet another impressive drone, and it's $200 cheaper than the Mavic Pro, which pretty much makes it a no-brainer for those of you out there that were just about to lay down $1,000 on that one. I also think, unless you really want the Spark, it's definitely worth saving up the extra $300 you need to buy the Mavic Air. The difference between these two is so huge that every dollar is really worth it. I also think it's kind of ironic that DJI has no real competition to speak of right now, meaning that its biggest rival is probably itself.